What up, movie disciples? Movie Messiah here. If you guys just watched part one, or if you saw part one, now we're in part two, talking more about why Ruby Rose quit and who should replace her as Batwoman. And we're diving into Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Part two continues. Let's go. Who should be recast as Batwoman? I've seen this lady named Jay Taylor. She's on The Magicians.
Wait, that's a TV show?
Yeah, it just ended. It was on Sci-Fi for like 5 seasons. My girl watched it.
Pretty.
Yeah, she said I haven't got a chance to watch it. I think G was watching. G watched like the first maybe 2 seasons he watched and said it was dope. I saw like one episode and I thought it was pretty good. I just didn't get a chance like to keep going into it. But obviously, like the creators, they want somebody who represents the LBGTQ plus community. I think I said that right. So I think she's bisexual. So they was talking about her, and I think I was talking about if they want to go bold and like a big name, they were talking about possibly Stephanie Beatrice, semi-big name. She's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, that's my girl, yo.
She's cute.
You're playing Batwoman though? No.
Maybe I don't know. I'm like she plays a badass Rosa on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's cool. Like she does have like a spark to her, so I can see that. Maybe she bring a different type of energy. Maybe that's always connected.
I feel like that would make people like upset because like is that woman's not Hispanic, right?
Yeah, that was the thing I saw on the internet. I was like,
I was literally about to ask this question. So are we debating color for this role?
You have to a degree, right?
If it's still my fault, Dre, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like you have to a degree because it is what it is, like Clark Kent is an African American man. You know what I'm saying?
So how do we play the Iris situation with Barry?
Go ahead, B. Go ahead.
I was gonna just say since it started off, since it was like, look, this is our TV show. It's not the comic books. I'm like, she's gonna be black. So they started off right with this. So I was gonna say with Batwoman, I was like, well, she started off white, and it's not like it would be different if it went through the crossover, and it was like, oh, okay, like she got recasted because she's on it's Earth 5, Batwoman Kate Kane, so she's Hispanic. So I feel like Stephanie can. I mean, she's obviously Hispanic, but she still could play a white woman. But I feel like they're just gonna go for a white woman.
A picture right here.
Yeah, I'm like, but they're probably gonna go for a white woman that's bisexual or a lesbian.
Okay. Because she doesn't look like a white woman.
That's it. Yeah. I think it's a long shot for her.
But the first one showed up.
No, I'm just like, part of it has to. I don't know, like you were saying, they can get away with Iris West. I mean, they got away with MJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Some of these characters don't have to be white. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
even when they introduced new Wally West, people were upset.
Right.
And then, but I don't know if people were upset because he was black. I mean, maybe, but I think people were more upset because Wally West is an actual, like, he actually had the Flash mantle for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it'd be like Barry just sunning him in the show.
It'd be like if Barry Allen, was just black and nobody explained it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because Wally is the most popular one.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Wally is the most recognizable Flash of all of them.
Right.
So it's like when I see him on the show, it's like, dang, I son of my man, like he ain't the GOAT. Like my man's is the GOAT. Stop playing with Wally out here. True.
I feel like since everything's been established, they're gonna stick with a white woman. I've also seen this. They could go big and go Megan Fox. I'm like, we talking like a big name.
That would be perfect.
She is bisexual,
and I think she brings a different dynamics to the show if she comes on there.
I do too.
She just seems like old girl that plays Canary.
Old girl played Dinah.
Yeah, Dinah.
Which one?
The last Canary.
Yeah, the last one.
The last one. What's her face?
Because all them canaries got a look, They all look.
They really do. Because even the one on Birds of Prey. Well, no. In a sense, the way they made her look with Josie Josie Smollett.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like that canary look.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but I was just saying, like, they said big name. I didn't think about it. I was like, Megan Fox. She's a big name. Would she want to do it, or she still follow the same line as Ruby Rose? Like, look, man, I'm only doing movies and like small parts.
What's she been doing?
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, I feel like it'd be a great opportunity, but she does have, I think, 2 or 3 kids, so she might not be, as pressing. I think so. Yeah, like she's married to what's his face, Brian Austin Green. Like they're getting a divorce. She's married from my old dude from 90210.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she like
I think her act was in the Turtle movie.
Oh yeah, no, Teenage Mutant Turtles. Yeah, the recent one. Yeah, like
playing April.
I feel like she got the look. Like she got that spark. She could bring a different energy and
a little bit.
Yeah.
Does she know how to do like fight choreography?
That's the thing. Like, and would she want to do that shit? Cause like
that. You know what? I think that's what it is. The fighting scenes on Batwoman is trash. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
I'm like, some of them are cool, some like don't hit all. I'm looking like it's shot cool, but the choreography is like, man.
Yeah, it's so blah.
Yeah, I'm
like you do one little arm flip, little arm grab, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, man, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Batman is not practical in real life, dog. I love Batman to death, but
I like her.
Batman, all the bats, that shit's not practical in real life, Like it just ain't. It just ain't.
That's who we think should play Batwoman. Now the girl who played
B, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta drop for like 10 minutes.
You good?
I gotta take this call at 2:30.
You good?
But I'm gonna try to be right back. But I'm gonna come right back.
Yeah, that works. This works too.
Out of
everybody, she's my number one now. That you just put on the map. Yes.
Yeah, like from Westworld, like yeah, I've seen like the first season and a half. Like I fell off while I was working and mess like that, and so I need to dive back into it real quick because I'm like, cause I was watching, I was like, what am I watching? Like I'm so entranced. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for everything. It's crazy.
You don't catch what is all going on to like second season for real,
right? So I'm like,
really third, right?
Yeah. I think she'd be dope too. Obviously, got the look.
She has the eyes.
Yeah, like she's a badass, obviously. Like, and Westworld shoots like kind of like a movie, so she could do the longer episode if she. Yeah, I think she can do it. And then I also saw Kristen Stewart, long shot, super long shot.
It's not a long shot. I think honestly, after seeing her in that trash.
Charlie's Angels.
Like no.
It was that I didn't watch it. It was that bad.
It wasn't even entertaining, bro. Like, it's like something can be trash but still entertaining to some angle. It was trash and it was entertaining. And I tried to watch it twice. So that says a lot.
You try to push through. I'm like, I wanted to watch it because I was like, something like even watching it's not connecting. The trailer wasn't connecting for me. I was like, it looked cool, but I was like, what's the point of this?
I would say though, go watch it, and then we could come back on our personal convo and just have Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and the Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
I mean that's just hard to follow up. Period. And then the second when you bring in my freaking Demi Moore as the villain, like that's just hard to beat. So if you're gonna do something, you got to go above what they did.
Yeah,
it just didn't do anything close to. Like, I thought about that like the last Triple X movie. I love that Triple X movie.
Oh, when they brought Vin Diesel back?
Yes. I went for another. But it was good because you had him and then you had
Q. You brought Q back. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Q came back for a little bit, but then like the smaller roles in there made it all worthwhile. I just think Charlie's Angels didn't have the right people on board. That's all.
No, yeah, I want to watch it.
Certain people, they would switch that whole lineup and if you put the same three that we've been falling in love with in that same movie, it's good. It's because what they bring to the screen.
Right.
And I just think the characters in it was just blah. It was just, why are you even here? It was like that.
That's the worst.
I don't like her. I don't like her.
Yeah, I'm like, it was a name they threw out. I saw it was like, oh, okay. I don't know if I can see it. I'm like,
look, At this point, they just throw anybody out. At this point,
Yeah. My what else? Like she's been on Jane the Virgin, and she's on the show The Last Ship. Bridget Regan.
I seen her face. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
she's
she's in like she got that CW like staple. Like people might recognize her face. I don't know.
You like her for the role? What you say?
I can see it because honestly, because I seen her play her badass on The Last Ship. And I said she was so good in that. I didn't realize that she was on Jane the Virgin. I was like, oh man, she plays Cinder Rostro on fucking Jane the Virgin. I was like, damn, like she switched it up. So I think she could pull it off.
I haven't really seen her act, so
yeah,
I do know. I know who she is though.
Yeah, she's solid. And then old girl that was on the originals, they threw that as a wild card. I was like, possibly I can see that. Like she kind of
the eyes. I'm always looking at the eyes. This because it's not really Kate Kane the person,
right?
It's Batwoman the superhero. So it's like the eyes for every villain who wears a mask says everything. And if your eyes don't hit, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, she definitely has the eyes.
And she has the eyes for it.
Yeah. It's like mysterious same time. Like I'll beat your ass. Like
yeah, and she has that demeanor, like you just said. It's very nice, but my nigga,
yeah, I'm not the one to play with. That's why I was kind of bummed at the end. Like when Ruby Rose was like, I'm out. I was like, damn. Like I was finally like,
you're getting good at it.
Yeah, I was like, you getting in the pocket. Though. Okay, I see you. And then she was like, I'm out. I'm like, that's all we talking about. I was like, I don't blame her a little bit. I'm like, I can't get mad. Like, you know what? Like, this shit is long as hell. I was listening to a podcast, the Michael Rosenbaum podcast, aka the dude who played Lex Luthor. He had Stephen Amell on, aka Oliver Queen, and he was on, and he had come on. I think he came on before, like the year before, and then
Oliver Queen.
You said what?
You said Oliver Queen. Which Oliver Queen?
From Arrow. Yeah, he had Stephen Amell on.
Oh yeah, Steve. Okay. Did you watch Code 9?
I haven't watched it yet. I got it on my list. I'm gonna watch it soon. You seen it?
I watched it this past weekend or last week. It was actually
It was all right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like I was watching an Arrow movie because his voice is still that.
Yeah,
I'm like, you don't even talk like this for real. But
he don't. His voice is like super. Like he has a lighter, like like come talk to me type of voice. I heard on the podcast, just interviews. It's like, oh man, you out here acting for real, because like you sound like on Arrow, like I'll beat your ass. Like in real life, he was like, hey, what's going on? I'm Steven. Hey, I'm like,
even it's crazy. Even the role that he had was like Arrowish. Still being like his leader, still. And the crazy part, he's training his cousin in real life. It's his cousin.
Robbie Amell. Yeah.
I'm like, these Batmans could really be brothers, but
right.
But yeah, he's training him like, yo, use your powers this way. Try this way.
Okay.
Like, oh, they got the little arrow in here. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to check that out. I'm gonna watch it real soon. Like I got it on my list. It's like next movie I was gonna watch. They turned it into a TV show. On a side note, like it turned into a TV show. Yeah.
Hold on, that movie?
Yeah. I don't know with Steven coming back, but I want to say with Robbie. I think Robbie's gonna do a TV show. I ain't watching.
It hasn't started yet. You're saying?
Yeah, it hasn't started yet, but like
I'm like, wait, I didn't see this.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
I watched that though, because what the concept of it was actually good.
Okay. All right.
The synopsis really is. These people are working as we are, but some of us have powers, and they actually can be out and about. They just can't work with regular people.
Right.
So the people with the powers ends up like robbing stuff and doing like little things of that nature.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check that out soon. But pretty much Steven, he was on the podcast before, but he came back recently, and he was on the podcast before. He was pretty much talking about like him like seeing like the end of Arrow. He was like, yeah, might be coming up on it. Like I feel like I know how we should go out and like how it should be done. And then Reese on the podcast, I thought it was cool as hell of him. Like they taped it 2 times because he recorded like probably like a couple weeks after Arrow was done. He had a panic attack in the middle of the podcast. And then he was like, I'm out. And then he came back weeks later and they finished it, and they left it in pieces all together. But
Arrow ended beautifully.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
beautifully. Like, that's one of the dopest endings in superhero life that I've seen. Better than Smallville, even though Smallville pissed me off. Don't get me started on Smallville. How they we see this dude in the suit the whole time, and y'all give us listening.
We just come back to no, like that. Like it was. Okay. I feel like I enjoyed the hell out of the Smallville. I'm like, we're gonna go here. Might as well go over here a little bit. I remember just watching it.
The Justice.
Yeah. I remember watching it, and I was like, "Yo, this is dope as hell." We finally get to see him fly. You know, initially, like, there's like, I remember we was talking about. I was like, "There's gonna be no cape, like no got a chance to see him fly." So I was like, "We're gonna see him fly. He gonna put the suit on." So I was like, I was like, "It's going down." We saw him fly. And so then, like, we saw him, like, yeah, he's out there, but you see him, like, just a CGI character, like, moving, like, the planet back. I was like, or moving, like, dark side shit back. I was like, what? I was like, why are we gonna see him? And then he just did this. Well, we saw him, like, in space. It was, like, a CGI thing. Like, all you had was just a head floating with the suit on. I was like, that was the only thing that pissed me off. Like, everything else was fire besides.
All the way up to that very ending. I was like, oh!
Yeah, and then, like, he just did this. I was like, they couldn't fit the man with the suit on. That's it. I was mad, but I feel like
very disrespectful to all his fans.
Yeah.
But shout out to Tom Welling though. Like,
hell yeah,
actor, man.
Like he's the truth. It was dope as hell to see him on the crossover.
Yeah, like, even though the role was small, it was like,
yeah.
He can fight just a little bit, bro. Like,
yeah, that's how I wanted. It was like, yeah, give him my powers. I was like, all right, y'all, well played. Y'all played the shit out of me, but
so you rather have Ray Palmer fight? Okay. If that's what y'all want to roll with, versus Mr. Tom.
I did think Ray, aka Brandon Routh from Superman Returns, coming back. I thought it was cool, like just like the suit, because apparently like he was working out before that, and it was like, hey, we want you to come back as Superman on the TV show. He was like, all right, bet, let's do that shit. Like
Superman Returns suit was actually pretty dope.
It was dope. Like just like we were talking about the Charlie's Angels, like he was good. It was just blah. Like
it was so blah. I hated that Zack Snyder. It was behind it. It's like, Zack, what are we doing? What are we doing right now?
It was just
this is the work. It wasn't Christopher Nolan on that too.
No, well,
I think Christopher Nolan was on there too.
No. If he was, it might have been like some secret shit. But I know, no. J.J. Abrams directed that Superman Returns. You talking about the 2006 joint? Yeah. That was J.J. Abrams.
Together, I'm thinking about Christopher Nolan and
Christopher Nolan. He helped like. I don't know if he helped write.
Man of Steel.
It was Man of Steel. No, Man of Steel. Like I don't know if we talked about this before, but like Man of Steel, like that's in my top 10 best superhero movies of all time.
Well, that's top 5 for me. I don't care what anybody say.
Thank
top
you.
5. If you have to debate that, you don't know what you're talking about.
I keep trying to tell everybody this. I was like, that's an alien invasion movie. It just happened to star Superman, and it's an origin story about Superman. Like that shit was so hard. Like, man, that shit was so cold. Like, and just to see like from where it goes, I'm gonna start segueing into Zack Snyder shit anyway. Like, like
the villain, the fight scenes was amazing. The flying finally looked legit.
It looked real. I was like, yo, this man can fly. Like when
you heard the cape in the background while he's flying, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Like he punched when he punched that hole out, he was like, look at them. You can save them. You can save all of them. And he just like floated out like this. I was like, nigga, he's really in space, fam. Right. He went down. I was like,
and then you got throws your daddy too. I'm like, you don't get better than this.
Man, and then like from where it started off to, and then like what we ended up with like everything else is like, I don't know what happened dropping the ball, but I feel like I'm kind of mad at Christopher Nolan. I feel like Christopher Nolan should have been Kevin Feige of the DC universe. Like he should have look, man. Like we gonna keep it real like this. Like we can't do no other BS. Like Batman vs Superman, the action was fire, but the Ultimate Edition helps. I bought that. I watched it. It helps it, but it doesn't take it over the top. So I guess since we already kind of talking about it, do you think watching the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League that would help the movie out? Is it gonna make it better? Are you hyped for it? Anything like? What are you thinking?
I am hyped for it because I know how. I don't know if your viewers know it. I know we know it as far as how it's supposed to happen. Way before Avengers was even a thing. You feel me?
Right.
So it would have been amazing to see how each character was developed. If Man of Steel was like the beginning of it,
yes,
we was good.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, like you have to keep it in that portion of it. So. Right. I don't care anybody say, well, I'll take it to the Avengers Marvel real quick. Thor is the weakest link in the Marvel universe of movies.
I wish G was here. I wish G was here to talk about that.
People like
yeah, like Thor is G's guy. Like my girl loves Thor. Why do you feel?
I love Thor too. I don't know why.
Like, yeah, I know why. I'm like, yeah, we both know.
Did you not see the man get whipped in Endgame? Like, my man was sitting down the whole time. My man Captain America had to use his weapon to beat Thanos. Calm down out here.
Man, I feel that's
okay. So what I'm saying. All right.
Yeah.
So Thor being the weakest link, it's like to go from Iron Man to Thor. It's like, you messed up, right? But to go from Iron Man 1 to the First Soldier for Captain America, is like, okay, this is a good segue right here.
Yeah.
But Thor first movie, so for those who have like a 3-part series, even a 2-part, Thor is the weakest link for 1, for Dark World. Ragnarok is a save, but it's still not.
You didn't like Ragnarok?
I didn't like Ragnarok, but I still don't think it's in a conversation. It's like top 10 Marvel, but it don't even crack the top 5 for me.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But when we look at DC, for Man of Steel to be what it is,
yeah,
we already know what the Batman series were, even though it was a different Batman for that one.
Yeah.
If they would give us Batman just Ben Affleck, I think it would have been in the Man of Steel type of caliber. I do believe that. But then you give us Wonder Woman, which was amazing.
Yes.
I'll get everybody say, I think it was amazing. Can't wait till 1984 drop.
Hell yes.
In that space, cool. Now, if this is what you start with, let's just say they do Justice League after that.
Yeah.
Like, this is the weakest thing you could ever have done to the fans of either universe. Marvel already talked shit about y'all. And this is what you plan to do? Like, no, you messed up. Suicide Squad, don't even get me started on that. Like, Birds of a Prey was better than Suicide Squad. And that says a lot.
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was like, I wanted to watch it, but I was busy, and then everything went to shit. So I guess I'll get on demand soon.
But
check it out.
And here I am. I'm thinking Birds of Prey going from a skill and a 10 thing like this gonna be like a 5 or 5 and a half. I'm like, Joker's not in here, Batman's not in here. But I also know that they had their own little squad. So then I'm watching, and then it hit me, I was like, dang, Black Canary in this joint. It didn't connect to me, right?
Yeah.
So then all the characters, Harley Quinn is still Harley. Don't matter what role she's playing.
Right.
She's still going to be a star. And then everything she did after that and the way they wrote it out, it was actually dope.
Okay.
Like I said, I would put that over Suicide Squad. I would watch Birds of Prey over Justice League any day.
So you was a fan of the fusion of Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon and the WB execs Justice League?
I wasn't, because your best part of that whole movie is the fighting scene, which is it wasn't even that good, but it's still the best part of the movie is when Superman just comes back and they fight him in the park.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
That scene with everybody showing their talents or their gifts, they're still losing, which also they made Superman really feel like a god at that very moment. Like, he was looking godly at that moment.
He turned around, I was like, oh, shit.
Like, my man is holding 4 people and still watching Flash run slowly. Like, come on. That's godly.
that was crazy. I was like, yo, this is bananas, fam. Like, y'all gonna die.
And then he finally gets his everything together. He goes sees Lois.
Yeah.
He puts the suits on. He put the suit on, excuse me. He comes and fights
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, Steppenwolf punches in one time. I'm like, that's the second best part of the movie, off the one punch.
What are we talking about? Wonder Woman?
Yeah, we started talking about how do you feel about the Zack Snyder Justice League cut coming to HBO Max next year? Are you excited for it? Do you think it's gonna help improve it?
You asked me this, you know my thought. As long as they fix this dude mustache and it ain't all crazy.
Superman, the mouth.
I'm good with the movie, yo. That's it.
He shouldn't have a mustache, but
he did. Nah. They had the CGI over the mustache he really had.
I'm saying he shouldn't even have a mustache. They should just cut it.
They should have just cut it.
I feel like it's gonna be an improvement, but I don't know if it's gonna put it from like me watching it. Like, I remember watching it like and taking for what it is. I was like, it was cool for what it was. Like, I was like, this is like a C-, but I feel like this is the Snyder cut. I don't know if it's like it's gonna bump up to like a B for me. I'm like, it might go from a C minus to maybe a B minus because it'll be like his vision all the way through. Like I don't know if it's 4 hours
see.
or 6 episodes, but
So
I'm a skeptic.
I was telling B, I'm like, because I was comparing to the Avengers, right?
Mhm.
I was like, Thor's the weakest link in the Marvel universe, movie wise.
You said Thor is?
Movie wise.
you talking about leading up to like the Avengers.
Yeah,
like
movie wise. Not
like,
as characters. We know Thor gets busy, but I'm saying movies. Thor 1 was trash.
Wait, Thor Dark World is I won't say trash. It's the first Thor was fun
The
as
first
shit.
Thor was good, yo.
The first
man,
one was pathetic.
trash.
The only best scene was
Yo.
the 10 when he finally fighting the Tin Man. What?
Wait. When he first came down to the planet, when he started like beating everybody's ass with the hammer, when we first got introduced, he was like, "What's up, y'all?" I'm here to protect, whatever like the realm is. He was like, "Y'all want to talk shit?" He started going through and beating everybody's ass, but that's why old dude got mad and was like, "Look, we're gonna come to y'all crib and like kill everybody since your son can't control himself." Like I was like,
you talking at the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning, like right at me, I was like, "Yo."
After that, they don't get good again until they're in the little desert, in the little city, and he finds the Tin Man. And even that scene is trash. The only best part is him getting his outfit back. Other than that,
like he was unworthy. Like he had to grow as a person. But I thought it was different because, like, I mean, I feel like before you watch the movie, I was like, Thor is just like corny, like Shakespearean type of dude. I want to hear this dude. Like this is corny. And then watching, I was like, oh okay. I'm like, he had to grow. He was unworthy. He had to get worthy.
Man, say, does mother know you were her drapes?
Does mother? I don't know. That's something. Yeah.
But I was telling me, like, if it was up to me, if Man of Steel is your highlight, right?
Yeah.
Because he asked me, I was like, he's like top 10. I was like, Man of Steel is top 5 for me of Mark, like superhero movies, hands down.
Man of Steel was fire.
Yeah. It could already be top 3, but it's how we want to dissect it, if that's what we want to do eventually.
Yeah. It'd be hard to be top 3, dog.
Yeah.
Like you said, superhero movies of all time.
This is excluding, to me,
Marvel,
the group shit.
So you're taking out like Endgame and stuff like that.
We're talking just solo movies alone.
Solo movies, okay. Well, if we're talking solo movies alone, then for me probably it's probably like top. It's probably like top 5, maybe top 3. I think about it, like it's up there. Like I would say
on either universe.
Nah, Green Lantern is top 1.
This man is trolling.
I love Green Lantern, but no, movie was ass.
Yo, John Face is like, what?
You know I love Green Lantern. That's my guy, but no.
Yo.
Hell no. If we're going with that, Man of Steel is your go-to. Now you give us I said if Ben Affleck would have had his own whatever before, yes. I don't know who his villain would have been, but it would have been good, I think. Because you have to keep the caliber of, and this is what I was saying about Marvel. Iron Man was the number 1 at the beginning. So anything you do after that, you have to keep, it has to be cohesive all the way through.
It has to be on par, yeah.
It has to be on par. After, because I said Captain America, the first one was up there. Winter Soldier, we already know what that did.
Do we use Winter Soldier? Can we use Winter Soldier? We can use Winter Soldier, right?
We can't do Civil War. Right. Well, we could do Winter Soldier.
We can't use Civil War. Okay.
Yeah,
we could do. That's cool. Winter Soldier's top easy.
That's my top 2.
Like that's top. That's top 3. Like that's
top 2. So then you do that. So then
can we use Blade? Can we use Blade 2? Can we use Blade 2?
Is my number is.
Can we use Blade 2 though, dog?
I mean,
it's Marvel, right?
Superhero movies, yeah.
He's real. He's the real universe, but yeah, we can start with Blade.
What about Spawn? Can we use that guy?
You can use the character. I don't know about the movie. The movie was man.
The movie was
man for sure. But it was like the first. It was like the first though, dog. Like they not the. Hey,
first they tried. I think they saw Spawn and it was like, you know what? We're gonna do something better. We're gonna keep something black. We're gonna do Blade though. This Spawn shit ain't.
Oh, you know what else? Batman and Robin.
Huh?
Get out of here. I'm gonna block you from the room. This man said Batman and Robin.
Oh nah, you chill.
I remember watching as a kid. I was like, this is cheese. Like this is not
dumb, yo.
But then I was
down Tyrannosaurus.
So Man of Steel is the 1.
Yeah,
for sure.
if Batman, I said we can't use Christopher Nolan's Batman. It was a different Batman for what Ben Affleck was. So then, if this is the case,
no, I thought he was the same character. I thought that was. I thought Ben Affleck's character was the same character as Chris Nolan's Superman.
I think the suit. I think they were talking about the suit, but I don't know if it was the same character.
I thought it was supposed to be in a similar,
Like
if not the same
version?
timeline.
Okay.
Like the same timeline. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the case. Let's go with that then. We'll go with Batman first then.
All right.
Technically be the first. So then Man of Steel gets better. It creates the better moment. I think Wonder Woman is like right under Man of Steel. Not over, but under for what Wonder Woman is.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, there's no female movie I've seen that's better than Wonder Woman. You could debate it all day.
Hopefully Black Widow will be fired. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, but to still be in the same space as Wonder Woman? No. Dark Phoenix, though, should have been that. But Marvel...
Should have.
Marvel, I don't even know what they were doing with their budget over there.
Fox is like...
You have one of the most dominant Omega level mutants on this.
They did that on purpose. No, they did that on purpose.
This is what you
they
do?
did that so the hype doesn't carry over. They did that so the hype doesn't carry over.
This is what you do. Stop it.
They did that so the hype doesn't carry over. So that way it's like, yo, that X-Men was trash. You can't wait till Marvel reboots X-Men because that last shit was garbage. Like, that's not. Come on, man.
Yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can see that, but it's still no. This is Dark Phoenix. She's top 10 powerful mutants in the Marvel universe.
Top 5 easy, yo.
Yeah, top 5. But women-wise, like top 2. So it's like,
for sure.
Why are we giving her this whack-ass movie that she does not deserve?
No love. No love.
Yeah.
Back to what you were saying, though.
Oh, right. So now Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, and Batman is your top 3. There's no reason Justice League should look the way it did. Justice League looked like
fire.
You know what Justice League looked like?
Garbage.
Play like the little games on Xbox in a little story mode. It looked like one of them joints. Not thought out. The scene where Batman getting chased by the little flying insect is trash. Aquaman jumping from car to car or human or whatever they are is just trash. Flash and Superman moving buildings and trucks.
First of all, Flash don't even like.
Oh,
Flash don't even look like a runner, dog. Like, I'm sorry, dog. Like, he don't. My guy.
His running form was like
Ezra playing Flash.
Ezra Miller. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I like Ezra. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah,
like, I don't know him personally, so whatever. But like,
well, Barry
Allen should be looking like Usain Bolt and that motherfucker running, dog. Jessica Allen running, dog. Like, somebody. You know what I'm saying?
They got too much electricity flowing off the suit. The suit looked real Iron Man. I'm like,
he don't even have a real running form. You gonna tell me the Flash, the fastest man in the multiverse,
his arms are swinging,
doesn't have a running form?
Why is he running like this? He should be running like
he should be full stride
on the Flash.
Yush, like yush. You know what I'm saying? Yush. You know, like
character by character, we could break down why this drink was trash. Aquaman.
Sure,
I didn't think about Aquaman movie, which I thought was good.
Aquaman was fire.
Yeah, that was fire. That was good as hell.
They made Black Manta look amazing.
They pulled it off. They pulled it off.
Oh, Manta looked fire, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to bring part 2 for that. Yeah,
there was a few times where his helmet was a little janky.
So,
but
it's cool. My bad. Let me bring Aquaman into the conversation and then Justice.
Okay.
So if that's the case, still, the Batman series, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, again, Justice League should not look the way it looked at all.
But it was too rushed, man.
That's exactly what it was.
You trying to do 10 years of stuff in Marvel did that shit in 10 years. You trying to do that in 6 months?
And a half.
I feel like their timeline was like Man of Steel came out in 2013 and then Justice League came out in 2017. 2017, right? Like, yeah, it came out in 4 years. Like, it was super rushed. Like, it shouldn't have happened. Like, they were trying to play catch up. I told John, I was like, what they should have done was had Christopher Nolan be like Kevin Feige if he wanted to. But obviously, his mind is somewhere else. He's got Tenet's coming out. Like his mind is next level. So you gotta listen. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see that.
That shit's gonna be crazy. You know?
Agent needs somebody who's like, look, here's how we should do this. Like, we don't need to play catch up, but if we want to get to a Justice League quicker, we can do that. But at least have like at least 3 solid films in a row.
Yeah, man.
That makes sense. Like, it should have been Man of Steel, then it should have been solo Batman movie, solo Wonder Woman movie, and then you get maybe Batman versus Superman because they hate each other or something like that.
Or still can't have it solo yet because of CW. Like,
I could have understood that. It was like, look, we'll hold off on the Flash for a while because we got this show going on.
Well, yeah, because you could do a Flashpoint as his introductory movie and then just reset the whole thing. Did y'all see the most recent
crossover
DC animated?
No, I haven't seen that. Apocalypse.
What is it?
Apocalypse War?
That shit was fire. First of all,
I said a Wonder Woman.
I'm not gonna spoil it. There's Darkseid War. Darkseid War is out.
Yeah, it was Justice League animated. I was like, Justice League Apocalypse War came out.
It just came out, yo.
Yeah, everybody been talking about it. I haven't seen it yet, but I hear it's fire. Yeah, but like you were saying,
I'm getting a phone call, y'all. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
I texted that man. I was like, "Yo, where you at?" It literally should have been Man of Steel, and then it should have been the Batman, and then it should have been Wonder Woman, and then like they shouldn't play catch up. If I was going to say it would have been that order, and then it could have been Man of Steel 2.
Cyborg deserves his own movie.
No. He can be introduced just in the movie or in something else. So they could have did Man of Steel 2, and then the sequel. Then like the next movie could have been Batman versus Superman, and then it could have been like Aquaman solo movie. And then,
we can hop into the Justice League.
And then it's Justice League.
And actually give us a good villain because I think Steppenwolf was trash as a.
It was hot garbage, dog.
Like,
all you need hot garbage.
Look, I'm like, CW villains look harder than you.
You know what it was? Like, Justice League was super built up. Like, it was taking over the world. Like, I feel like in the Avengers, like, obviously it was coming to take over the world, but they were just like centralized in freaking New York, so everything's like going like it felt real. Like what they did was like we're gonna go over here and fight in Russia, and you got this small little town which doesn't have any impact. Like no, man, like
you got a family.
They was tripping
table the whole time. That's it.
Yeah, like there's no threat. Like and you can tell like from like that scene right there, you can tell like Joss Whedon inserted that try to bring levity to it because Batman vs Superman was so dark.
That movie again?
He was trying
the dark side.
Are you talking about Batman vs Superman?
Yeah, who was the villain? It was Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Doomsday,
On the planet,
Doomsday on top of that, like. So you just bring Superman's biggest or one of the biggest villains into,
and they just wasted him. They wasted him
into this series with Batman. Like, come on.
That's what I was saying. It was rushed. Like they were just taking their time. Built up the Justice League, like they've been fine because how many movies they were knee deep into before the Avengers? We had Iron Man, we had Iron Man 2.
No, we had 5 movies for Avengers.
Hey, bros, I love y'all to death. I gotta drop because I gotta get this other joint outside. But
and your business.
I'm gonna try to get back on,
yeah, go for it.
and if I can't.
Appreciate you being on another episode of Movie Mondays.
Love you, bro.
You already know, man. Love y'all. Be safe.
Love.
Let me go. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir. No, yeah. So the lineup was Iron Man, it was Iron Man 2, it was Thor, it was Captain America, the First Avenger, and then it was the Avengers. So we had 5 movies for the first Avengers.
Right. Yeah. If I get one more Wolverine movie, I'm gonna choke myself. Like I don't want another Wolverine movie. It's too many X-Men. We need a Gambit movie, okay?
Yeah.
Gambit movie. Give me I'll even take a Rogue movie, to be honest with you.
I think what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna keep it just like X-Men as a core, like maybe a smaller core, like maybe like the 6th team member, like the original team member at first, and then down the line maybe might do some solo films. And it definitely won't be Wolverine because everybody thinks Wolverine, they think Hugh Jackman. So they're not gonna try to mess with that for a while. It's like I'm gonna cast Wolverine, but he's not gonna be obviously he can't be 6'4" again. You gotta be like regular human height, maybe like or maybe comic height, 5'8".
But you gotta be shredded though.
Yeah. Well, I talked about it. I talked about it in the episode. I was like, maybe it's super long shot, but who I like to see maybe as Wolverine on a side note is Shia LaBeouf. My man can act. And he works out. You can't tell me he couldn't pull it off. You can't tell me he couldn't pull that off.
Okay, I like what you talking right now.
You can't
Woo!
the man can
Shia
act.
LaBeouf put on a
Shia
little weight to play Wolvie. That could be a thing.
They
That's
say
not a
he-
long shot. That's not a long shot. That could be a thing.
Man,
Pay that man.
if I was like in his inner circle, I'd be talking
Marvel,
like,
if y'all
yo,
watching this, pay that man Shia LaBeouf to be Wolverine, please.
man in the movie. Back to what you were saying though, like
Yes. So Zack Snyder, I think you said he'll take it to B for you from a D.
I said I hope. I said when I watched it because I kind of already knew what it was. I was like I read everything. It was like they're keeping it 2 hours because Batman vs Superman was too long. So it was like I knew I'm like they had their fingers on it. They had their fingers into it. They were like we're keeping this 2 hours. So I kind of lowered my expectations watching the movie when I went in there. So I was like, this ain't gonna be what I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna take for what it is. So it was like C-. So I was like, maybe if it can go from a C- to a B-, I'd be happy because it would be his complete vision. Like, all right, we're gonna get Superman, black suit Superman. We're gonna get Cyborg maybe being more of a cyborg, more of his backstory because we barely got his backstory. Like he was just like in there, yeah, like he was cool. Like I thought the actor was good. But yeah, he didn't get like a real story. I like Ezra Miller really just as an actor and his Flash.
I don't like his Flash though. I just don't. And it's maybe because I'm just so biased that Grant Gustin is like CW and just what he's done with it. He's so true to it.
Yeah, Mike.
Ezra, even when he made his guest appearance on the show, like this seems so off. Like
you didn't like that?
I'm gonna put that in here.
I was watching. I was like. I was shocked they pulled that off because it was such a secret. Usually stuff gets spoiled. When they pulled that off, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, what is that? I'm like, they did this. Like, what was going on? Yeah.
That was the first thought. That was like, why is he here? Like, I was like, get off the screen, bro.
Like, I think that was just like fanfare. They was like, you know what, we're gonna do it because nobody's expecting this, and them just doing it just to do it was cool because you wouldn't expect to see two Barry Allens face to face. And like if anything, maybe it will work if he's still gonna be the Flash. Like he can call himself the Flash, or they didn't call him the Flash in Justice League anyway. So maybe when he gets a solo film, he'll finally call himself the Flash because he got it from the other Barry Allen from some other cross dimension. He might mention it in his movie.
I hope they would give Grant that bag to be on a bigger screen because I think they would keep him up just a little bit more, and then he would really have the fire suit. Like CW got you right, but they will get you all the way right. The suit that we really want to see.
Yeah, Mike.
I think he had an interview where he had a play. He had a hand in some suits that he can. He had. I'm like, you've been playing a role, so why not just switch over to that? Why not?
Honestly, I feel like if let's say the show ended like 2 seasons ago and they wanted to like reboot it since like Justice League wasn't what it was, and it was like, hey man, we're just gonna bring like your character kind of, but we want you to be the Flash on the big screen. Like I don't know, everybody else gonna come with you, but here's the bag and here's a prototype suit we're gonna show you gonna wear. We just need you to gain like 20 pounds of muscle.
like Grant had, you know what why I like Grant for the Flash role, even on the CW, and then they gave him the bag. He low key reminds me of Keanu Reeves. And when I say that, it's the shyness that they bring to it, right?
Okay.
Like when you think about Neo, even John Wick can play, even though he gets busy, but he's always has this. He could be Keanu, like he could be that crazy guy. But in most roles, and even him as himself, he's like real chill, laid back, that shyness to it, real humble. Like that's why Matrix was so amazing because you saw a character that was discovering himself. Grant and CW seemed like he's still discovering himself. I think he can show that shyness and everything else on a bigger screen with a bigger bag, and it would be amazing. It would be amazing. Let me do Justice League real quick, and what I felt is a disrespect to fame.
Right.
You're not going to sit here and tell me that the Man of Steel can't punch Bruce Wayne one time and kill him. Well, before he already know, he finds out that kryptonite is the weakness. There's no way you're going to tell me that Superman doesn't punch somebody and doesn't just knock them out. It's just no way. Your man's hands is what they say is like 20 tons of steel. He punches Bruce Wayne in the chest. He's surviving a punch in the chest? Stop it.
You talking about like in the movie? You talking when they was fighting Batman versus Superman, or when they was fighting in Justice League?
Just in any situation. Before he finds out that kryptonite is a thing. You know,
I feel like Superman, like that's probably the greatest gift. Like he has control because he could obviously be a fucking tyrant. Like that's why that's why I feel like Batman vs Superman was such a dope idea. For most of it, it was like Batman had this vision, like, yo, this dude could kill us all. I'm like, I need to figure something out to make sure I stop this dude because this dude is a threat. Kind of, he was on Lex Luthor's type stuff. At the same time, he was like, but he's still on this detective. Like, let me figure out who this dude is. Same time, let you know, like, look, man, you destroyed like a whole city. Like, I'll make sure I got you in check. Like, I'll put my fingers to your head and like, look, man, like, you try this one more time. Like, I ain't the one, even though I'm a human. But same like Superman, like Superman.
I got something for you.
Right. Superman, that's his greatest gift. Like him, his heart, and him having control because he could easily just wipe out any and everybody.
You can't really just punch somebody one time and they dead in real life.
Right.
In real life. So when people are like, yeah, Batman could be Superman, I'm like, and what planet are y'all from? Because this is not a thing. This is really not a conversation.
And I'm like, Batman's my day one. But same time, like I know Batman, his limit was like, look, man, like, yeah. That's why I was thinking Batman is the dopest of them. Like he has contingency plan for everybody. He's like, look, Superman got this green rock. Like Aquaman probably can't survive without water or something like that. Like he knows everything. That's why the movie.
Aquaman can be on the regular surface and survive. What is Aquaman's weakness?
I need to look that up because I watched that movie Justice League Doom. Like, I need to rewatch it again because I can't remember if Aquaman really has an Achilles. Because you watching the Aquaman movie, I was like, this man can't be beat, man. Like. Like he on the same level as he took a missile to the chest in the movie.
Right. Right. There was no water on him. Like, he was, okay.
He was just like smoke on him. I was like,
I didn't think he was strong, but I didn't think he was that strong to take missiles and bullets.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's bulletproof. Oh, okay, bet he's Superman underwater. That's something I watching the movie.
That's something with her lasso, I think. Her weakness.
I think so. Maybe we'll find out. Yeah, I think so. Like, if we can't find it out right now, we'll be able to find out in 1984 because Cheetah's gonna do something and gonna mess her up.
Because in most superhero movies, there's a downfall to them, and the downfall is really exposing their weakness off rip.
Yeah.
So the fact that Superman, in any Superman movie you see, we already know off the first day that we meet this dude that kryptonite is his weakness.
Yeah, like kryptonite.
Batman's weakness: take his utility belt away from him and his cape, he's dead. Because if you had got him in the sky, you take his cape off, he's dead. He has no way to survive in the ground. Aquaman, again, I don't know, because on land and sea, this dude is strong. He's the, which is why I'm loving Black Panther 2's villain.
You think it's me Namor?
Which is Namor? Yeah. I think that's going to be amazing if they stick with that. Because
if they do.
Slowly, I heard other rumors that Dr. Doom could be it, who's actually supposed to be played by Keanu Reeves. So, we'll see about this. Oh, yes.
I didn't even think of that. What?
Yes. He's been in talks with Marvel for like the past, last year. And Dr. Doom would easily be the perfect role for this dude. So to make him pop up in like Black Panther 2, a couple of movies here, and then kind of like be the villain going towards Galactus, because it's all connected. The Guardians is connected. Doctor Strange is connected. Scarlet Witch is connected. It's all connected because that's where we're moving to, which is Phase 4. It's the universe. And he's very much a part of it as anybody else. So.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard the talks of Keanu being in it, but I didn't think about Dr. Doom for some reason. Wow. And then him just being the villain or some type of nemesis in Black Panther 2. Because, like the rumors have been like Namor and then introducing him.
Namor makes sense. I mean, when you're looking at both cultures, Atlantis and, Wakanda, they're both secret societies.
Right.
Operating with like tons of energy of whatever their source is. So it's just fighting land and sea. So it'll be amazing to see how Black Panthers or Wakanda goes into the sea versus how Namor comes to whatchamacallit, which they kind of bring it up in Avengers Endgame. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, somebody they gave hints to it. So yeah, I can definitely see that.
I think Namor would be the villain.
Yeah. Man. Back to Justice League. Like I said, I've said enough. I'm excited. Like this is my next year. They didn't say like a set date.
Okay.
But I'm like, all right. initially I was like, do I need HBO Max? I'm good. Now I have to get HBO Max just to see this, and see what happens, because everybody's gonna talk about it. Yeah.
Cut the subscription off the next day. We good.
Maybe, like, I mean, it could be so far. I'm like, you know, I might have to rewatch this joint. Maybe, if anything, it would keep Henry as Superman, and maybe this can like springboard. Oh, okay, we did like that was kind of like our weird first phase. So now we got.
But they brought him back. They cutting the check for him. So
they better. Like, I was mad when I was like, he ain't coming back. I was like, he didn't get a chance.
How are you not gonna pay one of, if not the biggest superhero in all of America or all of the world, and not pay him the bag? Like, he has, outside of, and we're talking DC, outside of Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, which is my favorite over Dark Knight.
My ladies too. Yeah.
Maybe you should ask him a man before you threw him off the plane.
Yeah, like,
no one cared about me until I put on the mask. Like, they was talking in that movie.
That talk, yeah, Mike. They didn't give Henry enough time to play Superman. Like, he had Man of Steel, and then he was in Batman vs Superman, and he was silent, so he didn't get a chance to like really do his thing. And then he's in Justice League for like 20 minutes, if that 15 minutes. So I'm like, bring him back and like finish this movie, do Man of Steel 2. Now, if I want to do something else after that, cool. But I would like to hopefully like this springboard from Justice League is like, okay, we got Man of Steel 2 coming, we got a Solo Flash movie coming, we got Aquaman 2 coming, obviously. Yeah, like do that.
I think what they did with Aquaman, like 2 is gonna be epic. Because part 1 was already good. Like, it was really good. So to go above that is what you have to do. Yeah. But again, Man of Steel is still the cream of the crop. This is what you have to be.
It's top tier, yeah. Like,
not even just action. We're talking movie. We're talking the writing, the acting,
everything,
the storyline, the definition, the meaning, the significance. Like, everything has to make sense.
I feel really good about Wonder Woman 1984. Like, I feel like Wonder Woman 1984, it might, if it can do what I think it's gonna do, it might be able to top Man of Steel. It might be able to do that because they got a sequel. I hope so. Like, if it can do that, and it's like, oh, okay, like, we got something going here. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Justice League is dope on HBO Max, we get, like I said, whenever the world comes off pause, because they're not gonna put 1984 on streaming. Like, this is gonna be in the big screen. So it
has to be.
It has to be. So like,
Fast and the Furious cut theirs to next year too. So.
Yeah, it was the first one. It was like, nah, we're going next year. 84 comes out this year.
You don't think they still can make their money if they did it to where they put on every platform but still have to pay for it? Like, you know how they do like new releases and you still got to pay to watch it?
Yeah.
You don't think they can still make their money that way? Because I think they could.
Honestly, I feel like they could, but
they would.
I feel like it'd be super close to that, and it's just like something about like it's a theater experience. That's why I kind of like do the channel. Like, I want people to still go out to movie theaters and like it's like a sporting event. Yeah, and like big movies, like, or just dope movies in general. Like, you see that in the theater and everybody kind of like in the same, like, yo, or you hear somebody like, oh my God, like, you got the same experience I'm feeling.
So do you think the movie world is going to be like take this time next year? Do you think people are still going to go to the movies? Or do you think there's going to be a different dynamics of how we go see movies where it's like, all right, every other seat or every 2 seats or social distancing within the theater? Like, how do you think that's going to look for the movie theaters? Because, AMC right now is...
yeah, they're like...
They possibly could get bought out by Amazon, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, if it's this time next year, it could possibly be there, but I feel like people start going to go to the theater because obviously people are clamoring just to go out in general. So, like, we can go out in the same space and kick it. Like, I think people will go out and do that in the theaters. So it could be like every other seat, but I think after a while, I feel like if anything, maybe like 6 months from now, it might be every other seat. But this time next year, it'd be like if you feel safe enough, bring your ass to the theater. Yeah, just come to the theater. I feel good. I pray. Like, I might go to the theater with a mask on. Yeah. I might not be eating popcorn as much. Be sitting there like
Fast and the Furious or anything DC or Avengers or Marvel comes in theater, like, I'm going regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, certain stuff you got like, obviously you can buy the DVD so you can rewatch it, but seeing it first time in the theater on a big screen with the music and the sound effects, everything, and everybody going, oh my God, like, did you just see that? Or what's going on? Like, I mean, watching The Dark Knight Rises, when Bane broke Batman's back, I saw a girl like this. Like, just watching somebody's experience, like, and you feeling the same way, it's like, it's something communal about that.
Like, I hollered when that happened.
See?
Because it was before that, I was already, like, shocked of how this man was talking to Batman.
Right, reckless.
It was like, when Batman threw the lights out, he was like, oh, you adapted to the darkness. I was born in it. Like, you
molded by it. I was like,
molded by it. How do you talk to a man like that? Like, what you do, it means nothing to me. I was telling Helen this the other day when Taggart, I think it is, the dude that was playing him, he's like, where's Bane? He's like, the plan is not working. And then he was like, I paid you money. He's like, no, he's like, what do you say? I pretty much, I have power over you, whatever.
Right.
Does it seem like you? Oh, he's like, does it seem like you in charge? He's like, but I paid you. Oh, because you gave me money that gives you power? Like, what? He was talking to these folks. They was not to be played with, I'm telling you.
I do that. My girl just mess with everyone. So I'm like, you feel like you're in power? She's like, you're trying off me. I hate that. I hate you. You feel like you're in control? She's like, get off me.
That's it, I'm telling you. I love Heath Ledger in Dark Knight, but Dark Knight Rises is very different to me.
Way different. They did something way different.
Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's role was just necessary for villains across the board.
Yeah, it's
because without him, like before that villain, the villains in movies was trash.
Straight up, it was like they were cool. They were villains. They were cool. Like you saw what they were doing, but he's like, yeah, it's straight up a bad guy. I'm like, you couldn't see like his point. But like when Heath Ledger did the Joker, it was like, I don't see your point, but you're so fucking convincing. Maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it raises stakes. Like, without the Joker, we don't get Killmonger. Stuff like we don't get Thanos. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Man,
you don't even get the Joker movie without that
at all. Nah.
Like, you don't even get that. So that says a lot. I can't wait till that drops. I hope I'm in the same space as you. I hope it explains everything. I hope it shows us more in depth. Yeah, man. I just want to be a fan all over again because you left us with a sour taste in our mouths. So you have to come fix it.
You gotta come correct.
You gotta come correct it, man.
Man, we can talk obviously all day about this. I'm obviously gonna have you back on.
All across the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you back on soon. This is dope.
Greg got a second chance. I want a second chance too.
Absolutely. I'm probably gonna split this in 2 parts because it's so big. That's what I'm gonna do when I edit. I'm gonna split it in 2 parts. It's gonna be a special part 1, part 2, episode 5. This is fire, man. I'll make sure I put everybody down to subscribe to your Instagram. That's cool. Do all that good stuff.
Ooh, I want to talk comics. I want to talk DC, Marvel, nerd stuff, tech. I'm here. That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's why we're here. Movie Mondays. Another episode is in the bag. Man, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Man, if you like Movie Monday, it's cool. If you didn't, man, get down with it. Y'all tripping.
You liked it because they was here to watch it, so they liked it.
Boom. There you go.
You would have been left, but you here.
You here. Yeah, exactly. It's your boy, Movie Messiah, Base 5. Let's ride.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.